ho!
To win. Guttull's going to push for two. They've got to go. It's got to throw. It's got to go to the keeper's end. He's got it. England have won the World Cup by the barest of margins. By the barest of all margins. Absolute ecstasy for England. Agony. Agony for New Zealand.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Sports Live Christmas Countdown, day number 1, and perhaps the greatest sporting event of the 2019 season, England versus New Zealand one day. So let's go straight into it and run you through. So it was a one-day game, so a lot to go through. I'll try and summarise quickly. So if I look through my notes here. So going into the game, England had Australia in the semi-final. England had 226 for 2. A great opening partnership from Johnny Bairstow and Jason Roy. New Zealand played India, a very tough game. New Zealand 239 for 8, a really good score on a one-dayer. And India 221 all out in the second innings. So 2.3 overs in, Wokes bowled to Nichols down the leg side, and it was given out by Kumar, the umpire. Review from Nichols straight away, so we knew probably not out. And it was pitching in line, hitting in line, but missing the wicket still. Bounced on that Lord's surface that had ivy all over it that day. 6.1, Martin Guptill plumb out. Surely that time, said Nasser Hussain, and of course that's what happened. So New Zealand 1 down, the key man Guptill that did some magic for them later on. Nichols got into his rhythm and really started to hit the boundaries, and Kane Williamson, the captain fantastic, also doing that with him as well. And now then, crucial moment, 103 for 1 was New Zealand, and the key man Williamson knocked out on the umpire's decision on field. But then the review from England, the crucial review that got them the key wicket of Williamson, it was straight down the line and looked like it just shaping in to hit his bat, and did it just. So New Zealand 2 wickets down and sitting pretty, probably New Zealand, because they got over 100 on the board. Twisting the tail. Henry Nichols out. In the 25th over, exactly. Plunkett again striking his magic, 2 wickets for the Englishman that was going out that summer. I felt that was a very big shame for him not playing international cricket anymore, but it does magic. And then a lot of drama in the middle overs for England. No boundaries for New Zealand. The wait kept going on and going on and going on, and it still didn't happen. Ross Taylor, the longevity of him not making him the man that would win the World Cup for New Zealand, he was out. Neesham plays shots down at the bottom order. Very decent batsman though, but he's ultimately out. Plunkett 3 wickets now, doing his magic like I said. New Zealand batting collapse though later on in the overs when they tried to get runs on the board to try and get that elusive 250, 275 run total. Latham out on 47, a great knock in a one-day innings, played some really good shots from not many balls as well. Henry got clean bowled as well, missing the ball on the stumps. And England, at the end of their innings, needed 242. Decent total to try and get in the balance. So on to England's innings now. They're in partnership, trying to get a big total, needed to be strong, but unfortunately it was only 28 runs. Roy out nicked early on, really a shame for England, and then my heart dropped into my stomach there. Bairstow was dropped by Colin de Gronholm early on as well, so that could have been really bad for England. Root out got nicked 7 off 29 balls he had. Not in the best of form he was, but got back to it this summer. Bairstow played on to his own stumps, and I can feel the pain now. Right, Stokes, the man, he played some really good shots, but couldn't do the partnership with Owen Morgan. It was out to a really good catch, a terrific catch really, but it was a silly shot from Owen Morgan, that pull shot again after his knock, haunting him. Butler and Stokes' partnership were brilliant. 50 went to Josh Butler soon after Stokes, but 50 and more or less out like any other Englishman. Butler out on 54 runs. And he got caught out by the subfielder Tim Southey, a great player, and obviously the captain now. I don't know whether he were then. Yeah, very soft out from, I think it was Liam Plunkett, I think. Really soft out to Tom Latham, looping up in the air, and a great catch from the wicket-keeper from New Zealand. And then another wicket, 22 needed from 10, bottom order really going down a little bit. Dire hopes, as we've been struggling too much, relying on the middle to lower order in recent times, but dire hopes, obviously. Stokes still hitting fours there, crucially, the crucial wicket that New Zealand needed. But after those couple of fours, they hit a massive 6, over, and it looked like it was going to be catched. But the man from New Zealand, playing for New Zealand, surprise, Trent Boult, shocking from him. He went back to catch it and stepped on the boundary. What professional cricket would do that? But he's a great bowler. Archer, clean bowled, 15 from 7. Archer not the best of batsmen. He can bat, but really he gets on my nerves a little bit. Stokes sweeps for 6, brilliant stuff from Ben Stokes. Wrists turning nicely for that one. And now, here's the big turning point. Stokes plays to the leg side, goes for the diving run for the 2, sticks his bat out, and the rest is history. It hits the bat on the way to Tom Latham and straight down to the boundary. As Nasser Hussain said, you can't write it, and I wrote it, but you can't write it. So next, in this very action-packed game, Rashid was out, should have gone to the other end, Trent Bolt with his throw, and in the end, Stokes gets it to go to the super over, and that's it for the England innings. The elusive super over, the first in World Cup history. And this is how England got on. Stokes and Butler tried to do it, the elusive partnership that got them here in the first place. The 3 from ball 1 off of Trent Bolt. And then there was a single, it's just a tame single, but Stokes, next ball, 4 runs, smack to the boundary, and no stopping that one. 1 was next ball, so he's run out on his feet, so good on him to get the 16 in that over. Easy 2 from a misfield from one of the New Zealand players, but then Josh Butler, the man, 4 runs. That is the England super over, sorry. They had 16 runs to get New Zealand, a very, very, very promising for England. So now the New Zealand over for the super over. First ball, Jofra Archer, no ball. Jofra, what a bowler. What an even better numpty. So, New Zealand, 15 off 6 balls still. But, following ball, really good response from Archer. A brilliant Yorker, but the quality of Martin Guptill it was. Very fast player. Got 2. Hitting it out to the 30-yard line, very, very fast, and Jimmy Neesham had trouble catching up with him. And then Jofra. He let a 6 go. The best bowler, I think, in the world, except from Trent Bolt. He's gone and mucked it up. Anyway, next ball for the New Zealanders, Neesham gets a couple of runs off a misfield, and then 2 for Guptill afterwards. Then 1 run again, just a single for the last ball, the elusive ball. Needed 3 runs, leg side hit. Roy fields it, very good fielder, hits it back to Butler. And we all know what happens next.
To win. Guttull's going to push for 2. They've got to go. Throw's got to go to the keeper's end. He's got it. England have won the World Cup.